So let's start. So sit on a block, blanket, or just on the floor if you prefer, but make yourself comfortable. And for today's sessions, we will need a belt. I've got my belt here. We will need a block or the blanket. If you don't have block, just take a blanket. We're going to fold it for later postures. Okay, let's start sitting and breathing now. Take flesh of the buttocks wider to the sides. Feel your sitting bones grounded, and then lengthen from the base of the spine upwards, from the hips to your armpits. Inhale, lift your arms, take your shoulders back and relax your shoulder blades flat on your upper back. Hands somewhere on your thighs, thumb and finger connected, chin level, back of the head moving slightly back to elongate your neck. Close your eyes, and we just take a few deep breaths to arrive here in the body. To arrive into the body, just noticing all the physical sensations, how you feel today. And deepen your breath. Breathing deep into the abdomen, middle chest, upper chest. And as you exhale, exaggerate, draw your tummy muscles in, exhale fully. And again, inhale, expand as you're breathing in, and as you exhale, exaggerate, draw your tummy muscles in, exhale, 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 and so on. Few deep breaths. Still absorbing all the physical sensations in your body, how you feel today. Remind yourself about your intention. We all have intentions. Your intention can be very small or very big. Your intention can be just for this yoga class, or for a day, for a few days ahead. And if you are in doubt, ask yourself how you committed to yourself, how you committed to your health, and find the inspiration in your answer. Keep your breath deep and flowing. On your next inhale, open your eyes, relax your arms and your legs. Okay, and just let's shake the legs. Just stretch your legs to the front and give them a little shake. Relax, relax your legs. Okay, well done. And if you have very tight lower hips or lower back, you will like today's session, because we're going to work on creating a little bit more space. We're going to stretch and release tension around the hips and the lower back. Okay, so come on your all fours now. And if you have a block at home, or the brick is better, so you just take it between your inner thighs. So just squeeze between your inner thighs here, and then come on your all fours. And we do cat and cow stretch, just thinking about this squeezing this block all the time. So, and what you notice, you probably notice a little bit more movements you create using this block. So let's do this. Inhale, look up. And as you exhale, tailbone between the sitting bones, you hug the block and exhale fully. And as you inhale, with your inner thighs, move the block back and lift your tailbone, and then lift your chest. And again, exhale, tailbone between the sitting bones, hug the block with your inner thighs and round. And again, squeeze the block and move the block back with your inner thighs, and then lift your chest. And so on. Exhale, again, lengthen the tailbone, squeeze the block. Inhale, moving the block back with your inner thighs, lift your chest. Let's do twice more. And again, exhale, squeeze the block and round. And as you inhale, moving the block back with your inner thighs, lift your chest. Exhale, squeeze the block a little stronger. Well done. And then inhale, moving the block back and look up. Well done. And now keep the block there. Just move your hands or your knees slightly back. We come up to down facing dog, hugging this block with your inner thighs. So let's do that together. So moving the block back, or your knees back, and then come up. Inhale, lift your hips high, hug the block with your inner thighs, and then
Move the block back and keep lengthening, stretching, hips lifting high, stretch through the spine, and then maybe straighten your legs completely, maybe not, don't worry. Just keep hugging this block with your inner thighs, moving the block back, and notice that you're creating a little bit more space between your sitting bones for the hips, for the hamstrings, widening the space between the sitting bones, moving the block back and back and back. On your next inhale, on your tiptoes, bring your knees down to the floor, move the block to the front of the mat, okay, and then we come up again to down facing dog without the block. Inhale, lift your hips high, imagine that block between your inner thighs and move the inner thighs back and wider apart. Keep stretching, and if you feel you have to keep your knees bent to keep your back long, that's fine. Just keep your knees bent. We want the back very long and straight and long back. Well done. Keep stretching. Enjoy the stretch. Well done. On your inhale, come up high on your tiptoes. Look between your hands. Bend your knees and walk towards your hands into your forward bend. Okay, and then again, take that block between your inner thighs. Squeeze the block, and you start with your knees bent. Look at your feet. Maybe you need to bring your feet a little closer now as you're hugging the block between your inner thighs. You really want to feel that you squeeze that block, and then move the block back and back and back and fold over your legs. Take one hand to the lower back and check which way the pelvis is tipping forward or back. If the pelvis tips back, like so, then you have to bend your knees and you tip the pelvis forward and forward and forward. This is much better for the lower back. And it's okay to have your knees bent all the time in the forward bend. Absolutely fine. Squeeze the block and move the block back and back and back and fold a little deeper. Okay, relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Squeeze the block and then move your hands to the hips. Keep hugging the block. Lift your elbows, shoulders. Lift your chin, come up with the strong legs. Keep hugging the block with your thighs. Squeeze, 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 and come up with the strong, steady legs. Okay, well done everyone. Take the block into your hands and just shake your legs. Relax, relax, relax. So we're going to remember this energy when you're hugging the energy in. So when you're hugging the block, we call it muscle energy, when you're drawing the energy in towards the midline. And when you hear from me, move your inner thighs back, you're going to remember this movement. Yeah? When you're hugging the block and moving the inner thighs back, and that gives you more space for the lower back and the hips. Okay, we're going to remember that during the practice. Okay, move the block to the side. We'll need that block later, and then come to the front of your mat, and we do salute to the sun. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, lift your sternum. Exhale, relax your arms. Inhale, very gentle back bend or just straighten upwards, and as you exhale, forward bend, bend your knees if you need. Touch the floor or your shins. Inhale on your finger pads, move your inner thighs back, stretch. Exhale, squeeze the legs and bow. And again, inhale on your finger pads and stretch forward, inner thighs moving back. Exhale, squeeze the legs and bow. We do it again. Inhale and stretch, lift your chest. Exhale, squeeze the legs and bow a little deeper. Now move your hands by the side of your heels and step back with your right foot back. High leg lunge or lower leg lunge. Take it easy with your knee down if you want to take it easy. Squeeze the legs, lengthen the tailbone, lift your chest, take a deep breath. And then exhale and step back into the plank or half plank. Plank with straight legs, half plank with the knees down. Take a moment, squeeze the legs, lengthen the tailbone to your heels. And then knees, elbows, all in forward, bend your elbows, lie down on your tummy, point your toes back and slow come up to raised cobra. Lengthening the tailbone a lot, come up, it doesn't matter how far. You want to keep your buttocks soft, hips touching the floor, shoulders lower, double chin, lift your chin a little. Inhale. And as you exhale, drag your hands back and stretch and lengthen forward. Toes under, down facing dog, or come on your all fours if you need. And then down facing dog, lift your hips high, look back at your feet, space between your feet, hips width apart. And think about what you did with the block. Imagine the block between your inner thighs, squeeze the imaginary block and move your inner thighs back and back and back, creating lots of space for the lower back, for the hips, for the hamstrings. Keep that energy on the legs, inner thighs moving in and back and wider apart. On your next inhale, on your tiptoes, look between your hands, right leg up and step forward, if that works for you. If you want to take it easy, knees down, then right foot forward, take a deep breath, squeeze the legs, lift your chest, maybe even straighten your back leg, engage your tummy muscles and step forward, forward bend. Squeeze your legs, press down with your feet and come up. Inhale, lift, salute to the sun, exhale, hands to your heart. Deep breath in, exhale, relax your arms. Inhale, very gentle back bend. Exhale, forward bend, strong legs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale on your finger pattern, straight forward. Exhale and bow. Move your hands by the side of your heels. Left foot back now. Take a deep breath. If you can do high leg lunge, that would be brilliant. High leg lunge, we're going to lift the hips a little higher and then lengthen the tailbone and move your front hip a little forward. Lift your chest, keep lengthening through the spine. Squeeze the legs. Or if you knee down on the floor, it's all the same. Squeeze the legs, lift your chest, breathe. Inhale, and as you exhale, plank or half plank. Take a moment here, squeeze your arms, squeeze your shoulders at the back, tailbone moving towards your heels. Deep breath in, and then exhale, bring your knees down to the floor, and again find the block and squeeze the block between your inner thighs. Okay, we're going to work a little bit more in this plank, strengthening the back and the shoulders. So let's check the shoulders. Squeeze your shoulder blades at the back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You want to draw them deep into the upper back. Lift your tummy muscles up and straighten the legs if you can, but don't worry, you can keep your knees down. Now with your inner thighs, we're going to lift the block a little bit higher, like you're trying to go into the down facing dog, but you stopped somewhere between. Now keep hugging the block, lengthen the tailbone, tummy in, look straight. Can you take a couple of deep breaths here? But don't worry, you can go down anytime. Keep hugging the block, lifting the tummy muscles. Inhale. And as you exhale, knees down. Move the block to the side. Okay, and we're going to go down, bending elbows back. Elbows bending back. Lie down on your tummy, point your toes back, check your shoulders lifted, lengthen the tailbone, come up to raised cobra. It doesn't matter how far. Buttocks soft, shoulders down, double chin, lift your chin. Inhale. And as you exhale, drop your hands back, stretch forward, stretch and lengthen, stretch and lengthen. Toes under, down facing dog, deep breath. Squeeze your arms, squeeze your shoulders. Think about, again, block between your inner thighs, imaginary block. You don't have to actually take the block there. Squeeze that imaginary block and move your inner thighs back and wider apart. Back and wide. Creating more space. Enjoy the stretch with the strong legs. On your next inhale, on your tiptoes, look between your hands. Left leg up, step forward, big step forward. Help with your hand if you need. You want to see your knee above your ankle. Squeeze the legs, lengthen the tailbone, lift your chest, deep breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, tummy in, step forward, forward bend, squeeze your legs. Press down with your feet and come up. Squeeze the legs like you squeeze in the block. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze and lift. Salute to the sun. Exhale. Hands to your heart. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and stretch. Exhale, forward bend, strong legs. Touch the floor or your shins. Inhale, lengthen forward, inner thighs moving back. Exhale, bow. Hands by the side of your heels, right foot back. High leg lunge. Take a deep breath and then bring your back knee down to the floor, padding for sensitive knee. If your knee sensitive, bring the blanket under your knee. Be comfortable. Squeeze the legs. Come up with your hands on your front knee
And we're just going to think about this energy again when we move the inner thighs back. So we're going to move the hips back. So move the hips back now, like you're moving your inner thighs back in the cow stretch. Now, like in the cat stretch, lengthen the tailbone, engage your tummy muscles. Your tummy muscles are very strong now, and you sit low, a little bit low on that front hip. Keep your tummy muscles strong. Think about tailbone moving down between the sitting bones. I'm getting a little lower, and then stretch your arms. Inhale, lengthen away from the hips, and again squeeze the legs like you're squeezing the block between your inner thighs. Squeeze, 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 and extend. Keep that muscle energy when you're drawing the inner thighs in, and extend with a strong foundation, with the strong legs. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, touch the floor. Step back to down facing dog and spot walk. Spot walk a few times, moving the hips from side to side. Release, relax, relax a little around the hips. And we change. Inhale on your tiptoes, right leg up, and step forward, big step forward. Back where you started. Now left knee down on the floor, padding for left knee if you need. And then again come up with your hands on your front knee. Okay, and again squeeze the legs. Move the hips back, that will give you a little bit more space for the lower back. Lengthen the tailbone, tummy in, and sitting lower, just a little lower. Don't worry to go lower too much. Okay, and again checking, okay, tummy muscles strong, legs drawing towards the midline. And you stretch away from the hips, away from the strong hips, strong legs. Keep stretching and moving. Okay, opening the chest with the breath. Inhale. And as we exhale, squeeze the legs a little stronger. Touch the floor, move the hips back and step back. Down facing dog. Spot walk again, moving the hips from side to side. Want to release those muscles. We start to go deeper into the stretches around the hips. Well done. And then thinking about plank or half plank. Plank or half plank. Imagine again the block between your inner thighs. Squeeze the imaginary block and lift the hips a little higher. Now keep your hips lifted a little. Lengthen the tailbone. Tummy in. Look straight. Inhale. And as you exhale, lean forward, knees, elbows, or bend your elbows back. Lie down, point your toes back, and slow come up to raised cobra. Lengthening the tailbone, shoulders moving lower, double chin, lift your chin a little. Inhale. And as you exhale, drag your hands back and stretch and lengthen forward. Toes under, down facing dog. Deep breath. Thinking about that energy in the legs, squeezing the block and moving the block back. Imaginary block, extend and stretch. On your next inhale, on your tiptoes, look between your hands, the right leg up, step forward, big step forward. Back where you started, help with your hand if you need. You want to see your knee above your ankle. Deep breath, engage your tummy muscles and step into your forward bend. Squeeze your legs. Press down with your feet and come up. Inhale, lift. Salute to the sun. Exhale, hands to your heart. With the left side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and stretch. Exhale, forward bend, strong legs. Touch the floor. Inhale on your finger pads and stretch forward. Exhale and bow. Hands by the side of your heels. Left foot back. High leg lunge. Take a deep breath. And then bring your back knee down to the floor. Again, padding for your left knee, for your sensitive knee if you need it. And move your hands to the left side. Okay, we're going to go about 45 degrees to the left. And if you need a block, if you feel very, very tight in your hips or lower back, just take the block here and hold the block beneath your face. And this is okay, just holding, okay, creating more space. Okay, or holding the floor for a moment. We're going to remember this movement. We're going to move the hips back like you do the cow stretch. Now, lengthen the tailbone, engage your tummy muscles and move your front hip forward and soften between the shoulder blades. And maybe start to bend your elbows back. Okay, don't worry to go far. Now look at your left hand. We're going to lift left hand beneath the left shoulder, and you take your right hand to the right hip and you go into the gentle twist with the right thumb on your tailbone. Encourage your tailbone to lengthen, and to lean slightly to the left. Give yourself space, stretch, lengthen. Well done. And for more advanced options, if you can fold your leg behind, that's your left leg, maybe you can hold your foot, but don't worry to do everything. Maybe you can hold your foot, maybe not, and that's okay. If you're holding your foot, you press that heel slightly towards the hip, a little bit more. Okay, take a deep breath. Maybe go on your elbow, maybe not, don't worry. Again, listen to your body. You don't have to do everything. Extend away from the hips. On your next inhale, release, look down, bring your hands beneath your face on your mat. We're going to step back on all fours and do little movements like that, rolling the hips, clockwise direction, then anti-clockwise direction, few times to ease the hips. Okay, we remember to listen to the body and not working over pain. And this is lovely to release the hips. Okay, well done. We're going to change now. We go for a very low leg lunge. So now stepping forward with the left foot forward. Padding for your right knee if you need it. Move your hands slightly to the right. Okay, and then again soften between your shoulder blades, squeeze your shoulders. Let's make adjustment, moving the hips back, inner thighs moving back, groins moving back. Now lengthen the tailbone and go a little lower with the front hip, but don't worry if it's not working much for you. Little subtle movements is happening already there. Okay, now we're going to take left hand to the left hip. Lengthen the tailbone and lean to the right. And maybe this is just enough stretch. You just listen to your hips, listen to your lower back. Okay, deep breath. And if you can bend your right leg, hold your right foot with your left hand, if you can, but don't worry. Okay, squeeze the hips, front hip moving forward a little. Well done. And maybe go on your right elbow, placing your right hand on the floor, and again lean to the right. Stretch. That right heel moving closer to your right hip or closer to your right buttock. Okay, if you hold in your foot. Or maybe you're here with your foot flat. Okay, deep breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, look down, hands beneath your face. You're going to step back on all fours. And again, let's do this lovely release for the hips. Rolling clockwise direction, then anti-clockwise direction. Okay, you worked very hard in the lower leg lunges. And now we just want to release, loosen up. Should feel nice, this movement. Okay, great. Take another deep breath. And then we come up to down facing dog when you're ready. Okay, when you're ready, come up to your down facing dog, squeeze your inner thighs, move your inner thighs back and wide apart, stretch, enjoy the stretch. On your next inhale, come up high, on your tiptoes, look between your hands, left leg up, and we're going to step forward, big step forward with that left foot, back where you started, deep breath, engage your tummy muscles and step into your forward bend, squeeze your legs, press down with your feet and come up, inhale, come up, strong legs, salute to the sun. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, take a moment, relax your breath. Well done everyone. Maybe have a drink, sip water or whatever you drink today. Okay, and we're going into the balances. So let's do the balance. Looking straight ahead, and we do the tree pose. Watch me for a second for your feet. One option, heel on inner leg, another option beneath your knee, or foot above your knee, or if you feel happy with your knee and your hip and you're happy to do this half lotus, this is called half lotus leg, maybe do half lotus. My favorite is this one, and then we're going to stretch arms. Okay, so let's try together. right foot. Somewhere where you feel this is just right for you. Okay, heel on inner leg, look straight ahead, choose the point, or maybe foot beneath your knee, or foot above your knee. Yeah, or the half lotus if you prefer, and then take your hands to your heart. Look at that point straight ahead, press your foot into your leg into the foot, and we're going to think about this movement, groins moving back. Then you're going to lengthen the tailbone and allow your right knee to move slightly wider to the side. Just widen that right knee. And then stretch your arms. Inhale. Stretch your arms. Stretch your fingers like your branches on the treetop. Look at the point straight ahead. Focus on that point. That will help you with the balance. And also what helps you with the balance? Strong core muscles. Lots of muscle energy drawing in. Ooh, I'm a little bit wobbly. I need the support. Okay, squeeze in, draw your tummy muscles in, and then stretch. Breathe deeply. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands together. Draw your hands to your heart, and then relax. And shake your legs. Relax, relax, relax. Okay, and we change. Change inside. Now left foot. Somewhere where you feel, okay, this is just right. Just maybe just the heel. Or your foot beneath your knee, or your foot above your knee. You can hear my cuckoo clock. Okay, or the half lotus. Okay, and again, we're going to make little adjustments. Groins moving back. We're going to lengthen the tailbone, tummy muscles strong, and then bring your hands to your heart. And then when you're ready, stretch your arms. Okay, and breathe. Okay, look straight ahead, choose the point. And I can see, when I choose my point, I can see my neighbor cutting the grass in the front garden and smiling at me. Okay, take another deep breath. And then bring your hands together. Draw your hands to your heart. And then give your legs a little shake. Just relax your legs. Relax, relax, relax. Okay, well done everyone. Okay, we're going to do the squat called Malasana, and I want you to watch for this squat. Okay, options, lots of options. Watch your knees. I'm going to take my blanket. Okay, and it's, if you're very, very tight on the back of the cuffs, so the blanket is great. So you start on the blanket, you just fold it, okay, and then you start on the blanket with your heels, and you take space about hips width apart. And then when you squat, you take your knees wide apart. And if you feel this is okay, this is so easy, I don't need the blanket. You just slide the blanket to the side and you're moving your heels closer to the floor, like so, closer and closer and closer. And if this feels very, very comfortable, then maybe come up on your tiptoes and then bring your feet closer to each other, or maybe feet touching, and then you go lower. And stay here for a few breaths. Heels off the floor, okay, don't worry. Okay, let's do it together. So blanket is great if you want just to roll the blanket and place under the heels. I face you now. Okay, and start also with the space between your feet. It's a little bit easier when you have space. Then hook your thumbs, stretch your arms in front. Inhale, and as you exhale, start to squat. Okay, taking your knees wide apart. Listen to your knees, you don't have to do everything. Alternatively, the chair pose is great. So, and then hold the floor and just check how you feel. Maybe the blanket is just good support for you. Just stay with your heels on the blanket. Take your knees wider and move your hands forward, a little bit more forward. Go lower and lower, like sort of flatten yourself towards the floor. Okay. And if you feel blanket is too easy, then you move it. Move to the side and you go a little lower. Okay, pushing the heels back and down, back and down. We're aiming in this Malasana squat to bring the feet flat on the floor. But don't worry to do everything. Just listen to your body. Have a good stretch for the hips, good stretch for the lower back. If it's too much, anytime come out. Or if you feel this is easy and you want to bring your feet closer or even together. And then go for a little bit more. Take a few deep breaths.
Engage your core muscles, just squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift your core muscles. Breathe deeply. Take a moment. And then we're going to come up. Okay, when you come up, come back again on your tiptoes, knees forward. And we're going to move the blanket to the side, and push the hips up into the forward bend. Hips up, you are in a forward bend. Squeeze the legs towards the midline. Inner thighs moving back. Create a little bit more space. Okay, enjoy the forward bend. Inner thighs moving back and wider apart. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders in your forward bend. Take a deep breath. And then we sit on the floor. Okay, so if you can bend your knees now and sit, please do. Just sit on the floor or sit in your fashion way. And then stretch your legs to the front and give your legs a little shake. Just relax, 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 relax. Okay, great. So, and watch me for a moment for a few options. Baby cradle pose, a great posture to stretch again a little bit more muscles around the hips. So, and I like to sit in this posture on a blanket, in the baby cradle pose. I sit on a blanket and I show you a few options. So option one, when you hold in your heel and your knee and you rock in the baby leg this way. Option two, when you hold in your leg like so, supporting your shin with your arms and you rock in the baby leg. Option three, foot into the crease of your arm and you hug your knee. So if this is your variation. And notice my foot, I flex my foot all the time and my toes drawing closer to the shin to engage the shin muscle to support my knee. Okay, let's do it together. So sit upright, sit on the block or the blanket if you need, so you have more space for the hips. Okay, and then lift your toes up. Okay, right foot in, left working. Okay, and then hold your knee and your heel like so. Okay, maybe this is just enough for today and this is okay. We're just going to rock this baby leg. Or maybe you can go with your arms under your shin bone to see if this is appropriate. Okay, and again check your foot is working, your toe is drawing closer to your shin. This is the circle energy. We call it ankle loop. Or maybe you can place your foot into the crease of your arm and then you hug your knee, interlace your fingers. Okay, let's rock this baby leg. Whatever option you choose, be comfortable. Watch your front knee, your left knee should be very comfortable, not bringing tension to the knee joint. So we engage in this foot, we engage in the muscles to keep your knee protected and having good stretch. So feel lovely stretch here around your hips, around and your buttocks, around the hip joint. Should feel lovely, lovely stretch. And what also helps you, if you engage your tummy muscles, just draw your tummy muscles in, squeeze in, keep your tummy muscles very strong, rocking this baby leg. Okay, well done. And stop for a moment and then shake your legs. Stretch your legs, give them a little shake, relax, relax, relax. Okay, and then we change inside. Let's take left foot in, look at your right, lift your toes up. Okay, option one, heel and your knee. Okay, notice your foot again, toes active, or maybe you can go with your arms under your shin bone. Okay, just listen to your body. Maybe you can bring your foot into the crease of your arm and then hug your knee. Lift your foot and start to rock this baby leg. And again, work those little toes, your fourth and your fifth little toes, drawing closer to your shin. Keep your muscles working, support your joints. Okay, and having a good stretch for the hips, for the lower back. How's your tummy muscles? Let's just draw the tummy muscles in, engage, support the hips, support the lower back, and enjoy the stretch. I know it's a lovely, lovely stretch, deep stretch around the hips here, all the muscles. And we know strong, flexible muscles around the hips means strong, flexible joint. Okay, so now stop for a moment.
Okay, and release your legs again, shake your legs, shake, 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 well done. And sit comfortably, okay, maybe sit cross-legged, like so, opposite adapt, and watch me for a moment. So this is what we're going to do next. We're going to use the belts to stretch the hamstrings. So I'm going to do this. Nice and easy option for you. One foot in, and you bring the belt around the ball of the foot, and you're going to stretch that leg forward. And as you're getting a little bit more flexible during the posture, maybe you can lift your foot a little higher, holding the belt a little closer, and maybe even releasing the belt if you can reach to your foot, and then you hold your foot and you just sit here for a few moments to enjoy the stretch. Okay, so let's try it together. Make sure that you're sitting upright, blanket, block, sit on it. And we're going to do, let's do the same legs. I'm your mirror. Take your right foot in and then bring the belt around the left foot, the ball of the left foot. Okay, sitting upright, we're going to keep tummy muscles engaged and sitting straight. We're going to push the foot forward, forward and forward. Notice again your toes active, chest lifted. Well done. Deep breath and lengthen. Tummy muscles in, and you're moving the leg a little bit higher. And don't worry to do big movements. Okay, the movement can be very small and gentle. Enjoy the stretch. Watch the energy. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, moving that leg a little bit higher. Trying to keep the back upright. Tummy muscles very strong. You have to work your core muscles here to support your posture, to support your back. And if you don't need the belt, maybe you just can hold the foot like that. Interlace your fingers and hold your foot and lifting the leg, enjoying the stretch, not the pain, please. Try to avoid the pain, especially the pain. If you feel too much under your knee, behind your knee, or at your sitting bone, you just back off a little. Use the belt. Belt is great. Okay. Engaging your core muscles and lifting all the energy upwards. Stretch. Stretching the back, stretching the leg. Deep breath. Well done. Inhale. And as you exhale, let's release legs. Shake your legs. Shake, shake, shake. Relax, relax, relax. And let's stretch another leg. Okay, left foot in, and you bring the belt around the ball of your right foot. Okay, sit straight, upright, tummy muscles engaged, and push the foot forward, pushing forward. Okay, using the belt to start with. It's quite nice to use the belt to start with. Even if you're very flexible, it's nice in the beginning to use the belt. And then carefully lifting that leg. Inhale, stretch upwards. Exhale, engage your core muscles and push your foot forward. And you have good resistance here between the belt and your leg. So you know all the muscles got engaged. We're working on strength and flexibility at the same time. Okay, maybe you don't need the belt. Then hold with your hands. And keep stretching, keep lengthening. Back straight, tummy muscles engaged. Create good resistance between the belt and your leg. So all the muscles, you feel the tension, so all the muscles shaping and working on the legs. Deep breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, release, bend your legs, just stretch your legs, give them a little shake, relax, relax, relax. Okay, sit comfortably and watch me. So I show you this next posture, lovely back release. And if you're very tight on your lower back, you might need the belt again for this posture. This is called baby cradle pose. Option 1, you're holding your foot like that. And if you feel, okay, I need a belt. So this is where the belt goes again around the ball of the foot, and you hold the belt and then you bend your knee. And this bent knee, we try to reach closer towards the floor with the bent knee. So as you exhale, you're going to draw that leg closer towards the floor on the side.
If your lower back is happy, then you straighten another leg, and you can do this with one leg straight. A little bit more to ask from the lower back here. Please do watch all the sensations. Yeah, or you here just holding the outer edge of the foot. I usually place another hand on my hip and don't let that opposite hip to lift. Then we do the same on the other leg, and when you finish, the full posture, holding the both feet, stretching and rocking from side to side. And this moment, if you feel your pelvis is lifting off the floor, so you just hold your knees. You want the pelvis flat on the floor, back of the sacrum flat on the floor, and you just hold your knees and you're going to rock. So you have the same benefits. You just need to adjust to the posture. Okay, so let's do it together. Well, lie down on your back, take the belt if you're very tight, okay, and we do the right leg. So you bend your left leg, you hold your right foot out of reach of your right foot. Is that okay for you? Or do you need to bring the belt? Then you bring the belt around the ball of the foot, hold it. And we're going to, on exhalation, draw the right knee a little bit closer to the right side on the floor. And again, engage your tummy muscles. If you can straighten your left leg, please do straighten the left leg and press it down. Very strong left leg. Maybe left hand on top of the left hip. Keep it grounded. Tummy muscles very strong. And if you can, release the belt and hold the outer edge of the foot. Go for it. Okay. And use your arms very strongly because you have very strong muscles on the legs. So exhale and draw that right knee closer to the right side on the floor. Your left leg very strong, press it down. Enjoy the stretch. This is called the half happy baby pose. So you soften your muscles on your face, create the beginning of the smile. Happy baby. Smiling and enjoying the stretch. Now we're going to straighten that right leg. Straighten, stretch that right leg and place your right foot down, left knee to your chest. Hold the outer edge of the left foot, or again, bring the belt around the left foot, hold the belt. As you exhale, your left knee moving closer towards the floor. Straighten your right leg, if that's appropriate for your back, listen to your back. Press your both hips into the floor. Okay, and breathe again. As you exhale, that left knee moving closer towards the floor. Engage your core muscles. Enjoy the stretch. As you exhale, your left knee moving a little closer towards the floor. You're noticing all the sensation around the lower back, the hips grounded, your tummy muscles engaged. Let's take another couple of deep breaths on this side. Again, how's the smile on the face? Happy smile for happy baby pose. On your next inhale, let's just stretch that leg up. And then bring your both knees to your chest. Okay, now you have options. Either you're holding your knees and you separate your legs wide, or if you can reach to your feet, again hold outer edges of the feet, separate your legs wide. You can see that the soles of the feet parallel towards the ceiling. Okay, sacrum is flat on the floor, tummy in, and you rock. So this is lovely self-massage for the back, for the hips, and it's a great stretch for the lower back, for the back of the pelvis. If you have to hold your knees, that's okay. Just hold your knees. You don't have to hold your feet. So please do adjust to the practice. Okay, adjusting to the practice, enjoying the stretch. And remember, this is happy baby pose again. Try to find the smile on your face, soften your face. Okay, enjoy the stretch. Okay. How's your tummy muscles? Engage a little bit more to support this structure. Well done. And then bring your knees together. Okay. And again, just rock from side to side. Just a little. Rocking. Okay. Should feel nice and easy for the back. And then roll over to your right hand side and come up to the sitting. Yeah, and swing your legs in front and just give your legs a little shake. Relax, relax, relax. Brilliant, everyone. That was very nice stretch for the back and the hips. And we do the twist to ease to ease the rest of the tension. And the twist is great for creating also space between vertebrae, and also twist great for digestive system as we massage one side of the abdomen, then another side of the abdomen. So let's do it together. Bend your right leg, take your right foot outside of your left leg, and then hold your knee and just check how you sit, how's your back. Are you sitting upright, or do you need to sit on the block or on the blanket? Blanket or blocks are great if you need it. Sit on the blanket, I'll show you how to do it if you want to sit. And then you can feel that your pelvis starts to tip forward, and this is a good thing. Pelvis tips forward and you lengthen. So we're going to keep that length. Okay, I don't need a blanket, I'm quite happy to sit on the floor. Okay. And another option, leaning to the left foot to the right. And again, make sure that you sit comfortably with your back upright, hips grounded, and stretch your right arm. Inhale, stretch and lengthen, and then exhale, moving into the twist. Finger pads behind you, closer to your sacrum. Well done. If you're sitting on a high support, you will need to place your hands on something as well. Okay, let's stretch left arm. Inhale, and then hook your elbow over your knee. And again, lots of length. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shoulder back. And again, inhale, stretch and lengthen. Exhale, right shoulder moving back. And let's check the neck. Chin lifted, back of the head moving slightly back, like drinking champagne. And your neck is very comfortable. We don't want to overextend the neck. The same breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tummy in. And moving into the deeper twist. And again, inhale, lengthening, exhale, tummy in, moving into the deeper twist. On your next inhale, come back to the center, hug your knee for a moment, and again sit straight, shoulders back, ears back, relax your neck, and then stretch your legs, give your legs a little shake, relax, 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 and we change side. We do the left leg. So, bend your left leg and then take your left foot outside of your right, hug your knee and sit straight. Or maybe leaning to the right and your right foot going to the left, if this is appropriate for your right knee. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, moving into the twist, finger pads behind you. And again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tummy in, shoulder back. On your next inhale, right arm. Hook your elbow over the knee and use the same breath. Inhale, extend. Exhale, engage in the tummy muscles, moving deeper into your twist. Nice and easy. Enjoy the movements, not the pain. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, tummy muscles engaged and moving a little bit deeper into your twist. Let's check the neck. Chin lifted, back of the head slightly back. Breathe. Breathe in on the inhalation, extending. On the exhalation, moving into the deeper options. Using the core muscles. On your next inhale, come back, hug your front knee. Sit again straight, shoulders up and back, head back, relax your neck, soften. And then stretch your legs into the front. Sit comfortably, maybe just lean back, tip the pelvis forward and sit and watch me. Couple of minutes. We're going to spend a couple of minutes in inversions or options. Option 1, going on the block. So like so. So you're going to bring the block around behind your hips, like that. Hips rested on the block and you stretch your legs upwards, nice and easy. Or the blanket under your hips. Couple of minutes there, or if you're happy to go for shoulder stand or half shoulder stand, you're going to flatten your shoulder blades, press your arms into the floor, lift your chest. Okay, so we're not going to lift the chest here. Don't lift your chest. So we're just going to use the arms and we're going to roll up, holding the hips. This is your half shoulder stand. Or if you're happy to go for full shoulder stand, then go for full shoulder stand. If you're happy to try to touch the floor behind, one option, another option, or maybe 2 feet, and then rest your hands on the floor or interlace your fingers. This is lovely shoulder stretch. And when you finish, come back, then bend your knees and slowly unroll, gently, vertebra by vertebra, unroll gently downwards. Okay, I'm going to guide you if you want to go to shoulder stand. Okay, let's do it together. So lie down on the floor. And then we're going to flatten with the shoulder blades. Let's roll the shoulders, flatten, flatten. Okay, and then lift your chin and take one hand at the base of the neck and check. Base of the neck is lifted off the floor. You definitely want that space. And then be childlike. Roll up, roll the hips up and catch the hips. So holding the hips is great. So this is how you start. Or if you want to go a little further, you squeeze the legs and you push your feet high, high and high and high, and then hold the parts of your back, if this is appropriate. Okay. If you're looking up and you can see the feet above your face, just move your feet slightly away from your face, slightly forward. And again, checking your neck. Chin lifted, base of the neck is not touching the floor. So you definitely have space for the neck. And you don't feel the 7th noble vertebra on the floor. Breathe deeply. And if you wish to try the plow pose, you take one foot behind your head. Can you touch the floor? But don't worry if it's not happening today. Okay, and then take another foot. Can you touch the floor behind? Don't worry if it's not happening on this side as well. Just come back to your shoulder stand or half shoulder stand and stay there, breathe. Soften your facial muscles and think about this posture called mother of the postures because of all the great benefits of this pose. Working against the gravity, bringing internal organs in its original position, massaging the heart, massaging the lungs, the thyroid gland, improving the lymphatic flow, which helps us to improve the immune system. And we know that strong immune system is stronger than any virus. Another deep breath. And then we're going to bend knees. Hold the floor with your hands and slowly unroll. Tummy muscles strong and slowly unroll. Vertebra by vertebra. Okay, releasing your shoulder stand. And then bring your feet on the floor and move your head from side to side. Roll your head. Relax your neck muscles. Relax, relax. And then think about your relaxation. What do you need for your relaxation? Do you need to cover yourself with a blanket or do you want to put extra clothes on? Please do. And then lie down and relax. And I will be sitting for you and guide you through relaxation. Okay, you lie down, relax, make yourself very comfortable. Making all adjustments. So when you lie in your Savasana, you take your feet wider than the hips. And then you press your hips into the floor and restore the lumbar space. And if you're not sure, just take one hand at the lower back and check. There is a space between the lower back and your yoga mat. And then completely relax your legs. Just soften your legs, soften your feet, your toes. Check your shoulder blades, flat on the floor, arms away from your body, palms facing upwards. Allowing your shoulders to relax. Close your eyes softly.
Smile to relax your facial muscles and leave the beginning of the smile on your face. Feel your forehead becoming wider and smoother. Relax your scalp, relax your ears, the skin beneath your ears, and relax your breathing. Slow down. Slow down your breath. Slow down your thoughts, your feelings and emotions. With each breath, softening and relaxing into your grounding points, where your body touching the floor. Exhale and soften. Exhale and let go of all the unnecessary tension. It might be physical tension, it might be stress, anxiety, or just negative emotions, or judging thoughts. Exhale and let it go. Make your exhalations longer than your inhalations, and use your long exhalations to soften, melting downwards into your yoga mat, into the steady support beneath you. And you can repeat after me in your mind. My mind is still. My mind is quiet. My body and mind in perfect harmony. I begin to feel a new sense of well-being. My mind is still. My mind is quiet. My body and mind in perfect harmony. I begin to feel a new sense of well-being. My mind is still. My mind is quiet. My body and mind in perfect harmony. I begin to feel a new sense of well-being. Slow down and rest in your Savasana. Now, as your relaxation comes to the end, bring your awareness back to your surroundings, back to your friends, to your family, to your pets next to you. Deepen your breath and then wriggle your toes, your fingers. Slide your legs together, arms by the side of your body. Inhale and stretch. Take your arms over your head. Stretch away from the waistline. And when you feel sufficiently stretched, bend your knees. Hug your knees with your hands. Gently rock from side to side, reawakening the lower back. And then roll over to your right hand side. Come up to the sitting. Sit comfortably for a moment with your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Now keep this length you created. Slightly lean back to feel the strong support of your back muscles. Support, steadiness of the universe. Reflect your practice. Reflect your intention of the practice. Notice how you feel. Enjoy extra strength, flexibility, and clarity of mind. And traditionally, we finish class with one gentle Om. Exhale first. Inhale. Bow your head to your heart, to the light within you, and open your eyes. Well done, everyone. Thank you very much.
Namaste.
And have a lovely day, everyone.